What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how I like to set up my bank alt. Now, this is a really interesting one because a lot of people have lots of different opinions on how to set this up correctly. However, I feel like with my experience of playing the game for, 18 and a half years, that others might not necessarily bring. With that being said, I would just like to say thank you so much to my wonderful patrons who continue to support the channel with their real life money and basically allow me to become a full-time content creator. We're on the path there. We're not quite there yet, but I super appreciate all the wonderful support. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okie dokie, so first is first. You need to make a character and you need to make sure that it is over level 10. The reason it needs to be level 10 and above is because if you, for some reason, get hacked or anything bad like that and your character gets deleted, it can be restored as long as it is that level and above. So I highly suggest you make sure your character is not a level 1 scrub. Make sure he is a level 10 scrub and above. For me, myself, I've made sure to go as far to actually get it all the way to level 60 because I'm a bit of a sweaty boy like that. Now, with that being said, I would encourage you to go and learn engineering on your alt. Why would I suggest doing this? Well, the reason I would suggest doing this is so that you can access the wonderful auction house here in Vale of Eternal Blossoms. As an alliance, you'll use the Shrine of the 7 Stars. As a horde, you will use the Shrine of the 2 Moons. You will simply access through here and run in. And then just to the left here, you'll see there's a little engineering area. And the reason that everyone loves to use this area, if they're a proper gold maker and they've got a proper gold making alt, is for these reasons. First of all, you have everything you need within immediate vicinity. You don't have to get on your mount. You don't have to run over here, run over there, run over here, run over there. You got everything right where you need it. You've got a vendor right here who can repair, who can sell you just random things that you might need access to. You've got a bank manager right here. See that toy I just clicked on? That's a little banker right there, little Canny. And little Canny can stick stuff in the bank for you nice and easily. Look at all those Island Expedition transmogs. Erosium's got too much transmogs. Okay, you've got your banker, but what about a guild bank? No worries, I got you covered. Here's the guild vault. How awesome is that? We've got a guild vault easily accessible right there as well. Oh, but what about the mailbox, Erosium? Oh, there's a mailbox right there as well. Oh, I've made some sales. Hello, Cheeky. Hello, Cheeky Gold. Yes, fell iron ore. Yes, I got it with the gold. All right, Erosium, well, you got all that gold. Now what are you going to do with it? Well, we're going to go to the auction house, which is also right here. And we're going to simply post everything on the auction house just like that. Is that not just amazing? You've got your auction house, mailbox, guild vault, vendor, and your normal bank as well, which is incredible. So you've got everything you kind of need here just on a whole. And if there's anything else that you might need, they have that as well. They have portals to Stormwind or Ogrimmar. They've got all the professions right here in this building, whether it's blacksmithing, inscription, whatever it is. They've got it all here. And it's so ridiculously easy and convenient. This is probably the best place in World of Warcraft to stick your bank alt on a whole. Now, if you're anything like myself, you might have a guild bank filled with materials that you use for crafting. Please avert your eyes for just a second. This is my guild, my raiding guild, and my raiding guild needs a certain amount of bank tabs for raiding on a whole, and it just makes sense to at least provide that amount for just raiding. So that's what we've done. I've made sure that the first 3 tabs are completely for raiders to access at their discretion. Everything past that, from the 4th tab along and above, is all for me personally. This is where I keep sets of transmogs, which I know sell really well as whole sets and stuff like that. Then I've got loads of materials for my garrisons, so all of my garrison alts can easily access the materials. And then I've got just random crafting materials right here. So if I need to craft anything, I can just get it straight from the guild vault. And then I just got a randoms here as well. The reason you really want to have, you know, some materials in the guild vault is for when you're doing crafting. Say, let's, for example, I click on engineering and I do a restock, right? Once I do that restock, I then have an option here to collect sources, and I can get it from vendor, or I can get it from guild bank, or I can get it from all of these wonderful things. So it basically allows me to access my guild bank from every single one of my characters, and that pulls in all of the potential sources of, you know, material crafting from everywhere I can. So it's highly suggestible to you guys to have a guild bank for this stuff. So I highly suggest it. Now, if you aren't a guild owner like myself and you just need to have it on your bankroll, that's no problem. It's easy to set up. You can either buy a guild from someone who will just transfer you an old guild, or you can actually create one yourself. Go to the beginning of Stormwind or Ogrimmar, and if you just wait around the Valley of Heroes, you'll tend to see a bunch of new players join in, and then you get them to sign your application form, and it just basically saves you a whole ton of time. Now, if you can't do that, you can just go to some of the starting areas and check there as well. Past that, if you are using TSM, I highly suggest you use mailing operations. Mailing operations are so gosh darn useful, and so many people do not know about them in World of Warcraft. First of all, if you haven't got TSM, you need to get TSM. Let me show you how to do that really quickly. Go to Google, type in Trade Skill Master. Then go to the website. Boom, bang, ping, done. Click Install TSM. Go down, and this will be very, very simple for you to do. Download either Windows or OS, depending on where you're getting it from. This will download it, and it will automatically install TSM as well. So download the TSM there, and then download TSM4. This add-on does require that you have an application open on your PC when it is running, and the reason for that is because it is such a powerful add-on. It needs all the data. So once you've installed this, you need to make an account on TSM, like I've got right here, called Erosium. Then once you've got that account, you can simply go to your realm selection, add in the realms that you want added in. For me, I've got Silver Moon, etc. And then simply log in to your account on here, and this will automatically load in all of the details for your auction house and update it every 2 hours. So you will make sure you have the most accurate prices in the game. Once you've got that set up, it's very simple at this point. If you're a patron, you can import all my profiles, so you can use all the gold making methods I've personally got. Like all of these you can get from my Patreon, which is incredible, and it will save you hours and hours of work. But if you aren't a patron, I'll show you how to do it as well. All right, it's very simple. Click base group, see this plus sign, click that. Then we're just going to call it mail. All right, we're going to call this mail because all you want to do is have this on all of your characters to send across. You can call it mail, you can call it material, sell, whatever it is you want to do to call it. You can call it whatever you want. Click material, sell. Now we've got some operations we need to add in. We're going to add some auction operations if you want to, crafting operations if you want to. That's something you guys can look at in your own time. But for now, this is the really important one I want to show you right here. Mailing operation. Mailing operation is super important for you. So let's add a new operation for this. Click on operations at the top of the screen. Go to mailing. Click create. See this plus sign? I've just created two because I've fat fingered. Create a new operation and then call this operation send it now, boy. Subscribe. Okay, cool. Now you just simply add in your character name. So in this instance, I'm going to call it subscribe. Okay. And that will therefore send all materials to my character subscribe. All right. Now, if we go to groups again and we go down to the group we just made called material sell, we can therefore add this operation in. Add the operation called send it now, boy, subscribe. And now this is wonderful. It is automatically set up to send all of your items to subscribe, but it won't send all your items. It will only send the items you add to the group. So in this instance, I've got no items added to this group. So I'm going to show you an example of what a full group looks like. In this instance, I got my material sell group, which has all the operations set up already. And in this instance, you can see I've got bazillions of items set up. And in my operations, I've got Rask Bolt set up at the moment, which is my banking tune. And this sends all of my materials from this group to Raskbolt in the mail. It makes it super easy for me to do. So when I go to the mailbox for myself, I simply open up the mailbox, I click on groups right here, and then I click mail selected groups, like so. And if I'm on another character which has a bunch of materials in the bags, this will just grab everything from the bags and send it across to my banking toon, Raskbolt, the rascally one. And on Raskbolt, all I have to do, because I've already set up my TSM operations, is open up the auction house and click run post scan. Easy peasy lemon double squeezy. Now it's worth noting that you do not have to craft on each of your characters and then post everything on each of your characters. All you need to do is be on one character and simply restock from that one character. If your character, like my character here, is a mining/engineer, I can restock tailoring, enchanting, jewelry crafting, leather, any profession I want from this character right here by simply having the TSM group set up. So I just select all of the groups right so, and then I click restock groups, and this will automatically restock everything right there. So I've got 5 million gold worth of items that I can restock right now in order to make 34 million gold, which is absolutely redonkulous. But either way, that's still epic and gives me a really good situation to like make a ton of gold with. So you can definitely do that if you so wish. Now, once I've done that, I'll click on gathering right here, and I will select on the crafter I want to use, which is Raskbolt. Even though he's not a tailorer, it doesn't matter. It will just take everything and tell me when I need to swap to my other characters. From there, I simply go ahead and I close cooldowns and expirations, and this will now tell me when I need to log on to different characters to get, you know, various materials, when I need to buy from the auction house. And then once I've bought from the auction house, I will simply be able to come back on here and it will say, right, send all these materials to your crafter and log out and go craft it. So you log to that character, you craft everything, and then you open up the mailbox once you've crafted everything, and you click mail selected goods, and boom, bang, ping, everything comes back to this character ready to be sold. So when you do your restocks every day, you just do a restock from one character rather than all of your characters and then just lose sight of what's happening. I used to be like that. My mind used to be so but now it's a lot easier to manage all of my operations just from one character, and it's so much easier to make gold, believe me you. In terms of add-ons, I use bag on for my bags right here, and this just gives me some just basic opportunities to change how things look. I have tried another one. Someone told me to use another one before, which I tried to use and I just really hated it. I hated the way it just limited the bag space that you saw. You only saw things like that you wanted to see. I didn't like that. I like seeing all the empty spaces as well. I like to figure it out for myself. It just works nicer for me like that. I use sexy maps for the map, though it doesn't really matter. I use Heekly for my rotation, so it will tell me which buttons I need to press if I go out into the world of Warcraft. And then for the chat, I use Pratt, and everything else like that is very simple, like such as TSM, really easy to use. Well, there we have it. That is my awesome guide on how you can set up a bank toon for yourself. I really hope this video helped you. If you did, please consider subscribing, clicking the like button, and checking out my Patreon. Remember to join the Discord. It's completely free, and you get access to a wealth of information right there. This is Erosium out, and I'll see you next time.